Alright, before I start, I just want to say I've had an allergic reaction on my face, so let's not focus on that too much. I don't even know if you can tell, but anyway, that's not the point of this video. I wanted to make a video regarding the Black Lives Matter movement. This last week, well, I say this last week, my whole lifetime. You may have seen my post on Instagram if you follow me there, but if not, you wouldn't have. So I just wanted to come on here, like, express my thoughts and share some information to those people who are still very ignorant to what is going on and why the Black Lives Matter movement is a thing. YouTube is my biggest audience at the moment, so I think it would be very dumb for me not to use it. First of all, this All Lives Matter business that I'm seeing, shut up. All lives cannot matter until Black Lives Matter. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, no one is trying to say that other people's lives don't matter. No one is saying only Black Lives Matter. We're saying all lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. Okay, let's just break things down. So, USA versus the UK. I've received comments myself. I'm seeing a lot of comments online of people being like, why are we protesting here? This is a issue in America and not in the UK. And the ignorance surrounding these comments is mind-blowing. For people to think, first of all, that this is the first time that a black person has been targeted by the police, or that it doesn't happen in the UK and this is like a new thing. Like, oh my gosh, like, racism? Like, how can one be so blind to this? That's what baffles me so much. But anyway, mini history lesson. Please pay attention. Police brutality and racism date back hundreds and hundreds of years. From when the UK colonized, a quarter of this earth stole land, stole resources, stole black people to work for them as slaves. To segregation, black people wouldn't be able to attend the same schools as white people. We wouldn't be able to drink from the same water fountains. To lynching, black people would be hung from trees and white people would celebrate. They would celebrate hanging black people from trees. This has been going on for years and years and years, thousands of years. This issue of police brutality and racism is so deep rooted in society, not just in the USA, in the UK as well. The UK are the ones who transported these slaves to America in the first place. These same prejudices that were around back in the day when slavery was legal are still happening today. They're just in different forms. So you lot who are saying that this is a problem in America and not the UK, now you know that there's a problem here too. Moving on, why protest? A couple days ago I went to a peaceful protest in Portsmouth. You know, a lot of people showed up, really good. Also, just a side note on this protesting thing, let's not be romanticizing protesting. We shouldn't have to protest. We shouldn't be protesting for equal rights. Trying to make it some beautiful, great thing. Let's try steer away from that narrative because it really isn't a good thing. Like, that we have to protest. Yes, it's good that everyone's coming together, but let's try not paint it out as some amazing thing that's happening, you know? Anyway, I went to a peaceful protest in Portsmouth, which is where I go to uni, and shortly after I received a comment saying something along the lines, I can't remember the exact comment because the person deleted it, but it was something along the lines of, you should just wait for a couple months for Corona to die down before going out to protest. And you know what annoyed me the most is that we've been waiting, you know, we've been waiting our whole lives. I'm not waiting one more day to try change things because we've been waiting our whole lives. So no, I will not wait a month or two. I need to see a change right now. Also, I want to point out at this protest, everyone was in masks, everyone was social distancing, you know, so this wasn't one of those things where no one's caring about coronavirus. Do you know what I mean? It was illegal at one point for a black person to sit in the same classroom as a white person. Does that mean we shouldn't fight to change that? No. In the past, a protest is the only way in which things have changed. And honestly, if you're tired of hearing people talk about racism and protesting and doing all of this, just imagine how tired we are of experiencing it in our whole lives. We aren't asking for special treatment at the end of the day. All we're doing is asking to be treated equally. Deep that. That's all we're asking, to just be treated equally. The fact that so many people are against that, so many people are like, why are you protesting? Why? Why is that a question? What if it was the other way around? You would be doing the exact same thing. Okay, next. Culture versus people. I see a lot of people, I see a lot of brands as well who love black people's music, culture, fashion, food. I just don't really understand how you can have black friends, appropriate our culture, yet have nothing to say when we're being murdered innocently. If that is you, and if that is your brand, you are part of the problem. You've probably seen this on social media, but I'm gonna say it again. Being not racist is not enough. we have to all be anti-racist. If you're the type of person who just says, oh, I'm not racist, I have black friends. Having black friends does not mean you are not racist. I have known white people in the past, some people who I used to consider friends, who would start, making racist jokes because they think it's okay about other black people, who would think it's okay to say the N-word because they don't mean it in any type of way. And they're the same people who would then be like, oh no, but it's fine, 'cause I have black friends, it's fine. I have black friends, I'm not racist. You are if you're doing those things, okay? Simple as. I swear so many people are more concerned with being called racist than actually trying to fix the racism. Like, they get so defensive when someone calls them out. It's like, no, I'm not racist. That's the only thing they care about, just not being considered racist. I'm not just talking posting on social media. Some people don't post on social media yet, do so much offline. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about none of it. It's signing these petitions, donating to these organizations and charities, having the uncomfortable conversations with your friends and family, I don't care if you're uncomfortable. Now is the time to be uncomfortable. That is the only way we're going to grow as a world and see change. It's not enough to not have an opinion. We have to do more. People out here not wanting to post because they're worried about losing followers. People are out there losing their lives. Innocent people are losing their lives. Why do you care so much about how many followers you have when people are out there dying? This has been a problem for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. Action versus performative activism. I'm seeing a lot of people participating in this performative activism. Tell me why on Blackout Tuesday there were 20-something million black squares posted, and over the last 6 years that the Black Lives Matter hashtag has been a thing, there are only 16 million posts. It doesn't do a thing. Posting a black square and not taking further action, not learning more, it doesn't do a thing. That is performative activism. If you don't believe white privilege is a thing, that in itself is just proof of the privilege. I'm going to leave a lot of resources in the description down below of, different petitions you can sign, charities you can donate to. And if you don't have any money to donate, honestly fine. I'm going to leave some links in the description as well of YouTube videos that you can watch that will automatically donate to these charities. The AdSense from those videos. This video as well will do the same. Yeah, your social media life will mean nothing at the end of the day if you aren't a good person yourself. I promise you. I really promise you. If you're an influencer and you work with brands, now is the time to not be hesitant and to reach out to those brands you work with, jump on the phone with them, send them an email to your universities, to your schools, and ask them directly what they're doing about this. It's not enough to just post a black square, post "we stand together," and that's it. This isn't a trend. This needs to be an ongoing thing that we all need to be working at until we see change. I had a phone call the other day with a brand that I work with quite often about, their lack of diversity on their social media, and it was a really good conversation. I've spoken to people from my university about the stuff that they're doing because they've been oddly silent too, and it's having these uncomfortable conversations with brands, with the places that you work and the places that you learn, and your friends and family. I can't stress this one enough. That is some of the action that we can be taking to move forward as a world, because we actually all need to do this together. This can't just be black people's problem, because how are we supposed to solve a problem that we didn't create in the first place? And I want to talk about being pro-black. Being pro-black doesn't mean you're anti-white, first of all. To support Black Lives Matter, it doesn't mean to just support black straight lives. It means the whole LGBTQ plus community, all of their lives too. Whether they're Christian, Muslim, whatever religion, whatever faith, whatever gender, whatever sexuality, it means supporting all of that. As I said, check the links in the description for more information. I was contemplating just leaving the comments off for this one, but I think I'll just leave them open just to, continue the conversation. If you have any helpful information or just more things you want to share about how we can help each other and continue this movement, leave it in the comments below. If not, if you're just planning on leaving negative comments, just unsubscribe, because I'll block you otherwise, because there's literally no room for any of that over here. But yeah, I do believe a change is coming. This is a very pivotal year, so I encourage you all to stay educated and be on the right side of history. Bye.